zone, and the first ban is going to be High Caliber, something we saw.
They must have been really worried about High Caliber.
Yeah, remain in play the last couple series.
That's a very fast High Caliber, man. Usually High Caliber is something that like
oh yeah, let's just get
like,
it
well,
5th or 6th spot.
Yeah, it's still there. I don't know. Let's get rid of High Caliber. All right, fine. But that's it's as fast as you can go. And now you pretty much just give like Rise, like, hey, like if you want to keep something in, go for it. If you want to get something out, go for it. And they actually get rid of the Purifier. So the Purifier, one of the more popular specialist weapons on this map. Obviously, you saw the damage it did in our first series over in Bunker. Yeah. It's extremely potent. You're able to just block off entrances. You're going to see Overclock go, so not going to be able to get the abilities and weapons faster. You're going to see Flashbangs go as well. Now I think you're going to see Rise start to counter the tacticals a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Concussion ban out of the side of Rise Nation.
Right after, nothing has been picked as of yet. Spacely up for Luminosity. You can already see some of the big ones coming into play. Overclock obviously out. There goes the MR6, so a target onto the likes of Octane. We've seen what he can do with that weapon, and you called it there. Concussion banned out right away, down to Octane and Saints, the two kind of ARs on the map. It's going to be really Luminosity, the team in charge of banning both High Caliber and Rapid Fire. That leaves Octane with a lot of things to work with. He can really depict where he wants this game to go. I mean, hey.
He's somebody who would get rid of stock,
yeah,
right?
He can make a statement right here with a stock ban. Not sure if he will do it, though. Oh,
yep, there it is.
Octane. Love that decision from him in such a stock-heavy game at the moment. Let's make everybody play to my strengths. Expect Octane to have a monster game one as replays pick sites right away. And one little note, if you were watching that TSM series, I called Pac-Man would do something big in round 11 with Glitch. I tweeted him saying, you know, you fulfilled my destiny. You made my life with that play. And he said, I heard you say that. I heard you said that. So we deliberately went to round 11 just so I could do that.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, thank you so much.
Sure, that's exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure that's exactly what Colchan, Wheats, and Ivy wanted.
But
to go to a round 11 and rely on the amazing glitch play of Pac-Man.
All in Ivy's plan to go 2-11 just to get to that point.
I love those guys on TSM. I like a lot of the players. You know, I've seen them all succeed.
I like a lot of the players. 30% of them hate them, but the 70% that I do like.
No, actually, they're all pretty good dudes. It's good to see. Like, obviously, it's tough to see like some of them like not do well, like being near the bottom, and it's like you want to make like a little bit of a joke and kind of like lighten the mood with those guys, but it's hard.
That's my biggest and this is something as we wait for these teams to create their classes is. Me, who's still really new to a lot of this stuff. I mean, you were involved in the COD scene. Still, you and I, we both started casting within 6 months of each other. I was or like you were champs of Coasts, and I was the beginning of AW.
Champs of Ghosts was my first event.
Yeah, so we casted within the same time, but you were in the COD scene for a while before that, so you at least got to know these guys. For me, one of the hardest things for me last year getting accustomed to was, as I built these friendships with these players, seeing the likes of, well, maybe a TK struggle, or even at times when a player would get dropped and they're in like a dark spot where you're like, oh, that really stinks. For me,
happens.
I was sad for them. Now I'm kind of like, can't be sad for everyone. So if it happens to you,
it happens.
I mean,
I kind of just the mindset that somebody's got to be in last.
Yep.
Somebody's got to be in first. Somebody's gonna get dropped. It's just the nature of the game, man.
Yeah.
No. Nope. Obviously stinks to be in last place. Nobody wants to be there.
Oh, God.
It's like I hear Maven.
I think Maven's
just screaming.
I think Maven just got attacked.
Nothing probably happened. Nothing probably happened.
Someone probably just got like a first blood in a round or something.
Yeah.
And
but I mean, you know, the losses hurt. It's tough to like watch those guys struggle and you know see them try and power through it. But you got Luminosity going up against Rise. Luminosity desperately needs this win. Like they need to beat those top teams, and then they need to even beat the teams like in their area to get in.
Yeah.
This would be a very hurtful loss for them because you know you don't really favor them against the likes of TSM.
Yep.
You don't really favor them against the likes of H2K. Do you even favor against them like a CLG's playing well, or it's tough. And they have the easiest schedule of all teams. Yeah, of all teams on that relegation bubble, they have the easiest schedule.
Well, they've got to make the most of it here, and it starts with probably one of their toughest remaining matches. A team like Rise Nation. Now, one player from Rise did actually wind up dropping from the lobby. Hopefully, we'll get him in here right away. Either way, though, even if we have to restart this game, it'll be the same Band of Protect, same specialists, and things along those lines. Hasn't gotten back in here as of yet, so we'll see if the host ends it. Yes, that's exactly what happens. But either way, we talk about kind of Stronghold as a map, and We'll see if we can get the guy right back in here really quick. We'll get right back into it.
Yeah.
But we'll see where things go. Either way, though, mentioning kind of that whole bottom half, you mentioned how Luminosity have an easier schedule. You kind of look right now, TK on the main stage, playing against the likes of FaZe. It's 1-1. They're in Uplink. They've already taken a hard point. Definitely a winnable series for TK. But you know Luminosity right now, we're going, please lose. Please lose, Team Caliber. Please, FaZe, please clutch up.
It just makes it that much harder for them.
Yeah.
Now, I believe the third map, it's actually Evac Uplink. When TK 3-0'd FaZe earlier, I believe they played Evac Uplink
Really?
as the final map. Yeah.
So that's, and I mean, we've heard from even some of the most veteran players how they're so used to playing 3-lane maps, playing standard type, like the normal stuff that they've always been trained to. And then Evac gets thrown in the mix with those lower wall runs. Players just get flustered at times. It changes up things. You've got to watch areas that you would never think they could be at. And that's where movement really comes into play. Yeah, the fourth player's already back in, so we'll get right into this one right away.
Classics from Long Island. He's a good guy. He'll get right back in the lobby.
You trust him? Another Long Island brethren?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't trust anybody from anywhere else. So.
It's a really bad.
No,
so
I do.
Your girlfriend from Australia, you don't trust her at all?
I trust Australians, and I trust people from Long Island.
Oh, wow. Okay. So two polar opposite sides of the earth.
They're literally on the opposite side of the world. Yeah, no, they're nowhere close to each other.
Well, that's, I guess, sound reasoning. Sounds like something Maven would say.
Makes a lot of sense.
We are loading into game one, though, between Rise and Luminosity. Everyone's still here.
Yep.
Everyone's got their specialists and classes. Looking forward to this one, Matt. Predictions here for the whole series. Who takes it? What map count?
Rise Nation takes it.
Okay.
A pretty fast series.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give an exact map count because fast could be fast 3-1, could be a fast 3-0.
Could be a fast 3-2.
I just think it's going to be fast.
You're just going to save, just cover your back with everything?
I think it's going to be quick.
Okay. Well.
No, I mean, I want to see how Luminosity looks on this first map, right?
Yep.
If their guys, if their Slayers can play well, really disrupt the side of Rise, they can make this a series. But we haven't seen it too frequently.
Look at that nade from Looney. Replays holds that L right there. First blood over to Rise Nation, early hill control. And I'm watching this man for a reason. He banned out stock because he loves playing without it. He's also got the Shiva as well from Fire Pit, and he has yet to miss a bullet, folks. 3-0 off the start. Beautiful map awareness. This is what we've seen from the best AR players in the game to recognize that, you know, hey, there could be someone hitting this bunker flank. Unfortunately, though, he does turn things back around. Saints clears out too, and he'll hop into the hard point as Rise are still up by about 12 seconds.
Now, this is the exact start you wanted if you're Rise.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're going to get mansion control, looks like. You're going to be set up for this second hill. You're going to have Slacked up top. He's going to pick up one. It's just one player kind of teetering around underneath him. He's not sure if he's going to actually attack bottom mansion. No, it's Spacely. He makes a smart play, goes up to top mansion. He's able to take out Slacked. You're going to have Looney all the way in the back. It's actually Rise set up perfectly for just a little bit of a pinch here. You're going to see Looney. He's going to be able to take out one. Top mansion. You have two players that can potentially attack the bottom. You're going to have Octane pick up one. Now you're going to see the player start to fly, and this is an early break.
Oh my god, and Looney's still alive. Buys enough time for his teammates to trade the kill on out. Octane, Matt, look where he is on this power position on couches with a Shiva of all weapons. Good luck, have fun if you're trying to get into this bottom floor.
He's not going to die from
of another
mid.
4 streak. He's triple positive. There's an HG getting called in. That's not going to get anybody as of yet. Oh, you're peeking again, free kill. Oh, you're peeking too, free kill. Now just 225 off a rate.
Stop
oh,
running at him.
What are you doing? You're feeding Octane. The man's hungry. He'll call in the Hellstorm as well. Gets 2 with that one. Octane 13-3. I'm getting flashbacks to UMG South Carolina. It was these two teams with stock banned out when Octane went 46-21.
Yeah, if you consider using the Lightning here for a raid, you're up by a ton.
I consider using it just to ping even, just to see where they are to give me a better chance of finding them. He knows there's got to be a player around here. Does he spot him going down low? It does appear so, and up.
Here it comes.
It's helicopter time, kids. The Wraith about to drop down on the map. He finally dies after what was near a 10 streak. Saints in the hard point, but there's going to be a Wraith flying in above him, and I believe we saw this with Millennium versus Epsilon earlier today, that I think it was Epsilon that had to wind up calling in, or bringing out, like an anti-air launcher to shoot it down. Octane's Wraith, I think, actually just killed his teammate.
You can get rid of it with a specialist weapon. So
Yes.
if they have like an Annihilator or a Scythe,
Oh god,
they really get rid of it.
Look,
And here you
they
go.
gotta bring out the black cell.
I've done this before in pubs.
Look at
It's
him.
not an enjoyable. It's just not an enjoyable experience here.
Oh, there you go.
Right, you want to get the dark matter. You got to take all of them
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's a little bit of a grind. And obviously he's not going to get credit towards Dark Matter here.
Oh,
during...
Replace is using the silence ICR.
He's got that class. Obviously not going to get credit going towards his Dark Matter during this game, so the Wraith only going to have to leave due to his own punishment. Now you see Looney using Heat Wave beautifully over on Snow side. And,
I mean,
when I talked about this one, you know, you needed the guys on on LG to show up, and nobody's showing up right now.
Currently, they are positive 20 in the slaying department after just the first 3 hills. This one is getting out of hand quick. Rise up by about 80 seconds, and they still have these back spawns. Now, one thing to point out, Matt, I don't know about you, but I did not really expect Luminosity to win this game of kind of all of them in the series. Rise, they're going to rotate a little bit early on, get ready for this top bunker hard point, and look to control it for the full 60 seconds. Actually, Replays is pretty far pushed up already. Will he get shot in the back? I don't think he was spotted.
Somehow he's kind of snuck by Octane. Octane's going to spot him out.
Now he'll clear him out.
Going to be able to take him out. And this is one that is not close at all, Jack. You're going to see Octane get all the way in the back here. He's going to try and lock down these spawns for his team. Actually going to just flood into the hill, throw down some trophies. Now watch the backside. And you see Classic's able to pick up one. It's just challenging players on the outside. He's able to get a second one. See a Lightning is going to get the third, and that's going to disrupt any type of push that Luminosity was trying to get.
And now look where Octane is. He's got the Shiva, and he's ready for any player to peek. First one up, you're dead. Who wants to come next, folks? Double HGs, I believe, get called in. They've stuck 2 players off to the right. This is their best chance to break so far. Heatwave whiffs. Octane spots 1, cleans him up as well. John trades it back out, but Looney's there. Replays comes on in. Classic keeps trading efficiently. Oh, it's so back and forth between Rise and Luminosity, but Octane's found himself back in the hill, and he's got that Shiva yet again, 23 and 10. He falls. Looney gets one with the help of Classic, and finally it does look like Rise Nation have held off the push. They're up by 100 seconds, Matt. Monster game 1 from Rise as Luminosity.
I mean, they're rotating on time. They're winning all their gunfights on rotation. Just an unbelievable first half from Rise. Could not have played that any better, and Luminosity. It's a huge hill to climb here in the second half,
I mean, look at Replays. 9 and 20. Not what you need.
Well, going up against Octane will do that for him.
Yeah, I mean, and Replays has been pretty vocal about, you know, how uncomfortable he is at times in this AR-type role. When you're going up against the likes of Octane or Slasher or Formal, you need to be confident in your AR there. Who is it that melts him with the headshot? It's the Shiva of Octane. Gets the kill to shut down the Scythe. 168 to 85. You can see Rise, they're more than happy to just try to juggle this hill. Let the other team do their best to try to break into it, because you know what? We know the rest of them we can hold down with ease. Luminosity, they're still battling for the scrap time. Looney has found his way into this hard point. Control of the top side of the map still goes to Rise Nation. It's Octane, who's just played Fire Pit so far this entire game, who just continues to
they're going to go the last few seconds here to Luminosity. It doesn't matter. As long as they hold Mansion, and they're in a pretty good shape, take a bunch of time, and you're going to see Saints chasing one player down driveway. Going to be able to take him out. Although the team not has had a great performance thus far, Saints 21 and 20, trying to keep them in.
I'll tell you, man, and this isn't just to keep gassing up Octane or anything, but the only time I've seen Octane die this game is when he's either flooded by 3 people and he can only trade out maybe 1 or 2, or if he gets shot in the back. Every other long-range gunfight, I've seen him win. He's got a player off directly to his left. He will spot him, cleans up that one. Another player pops camo. He should be able to clean this one up. He does just that. Another player in the hard point. He'll go to peek down. Player to his right cleans him up as well. Octane getting it all done. And finally, well, how does he die? Getting shot in the back. Rise Nation got to go back up by about 100 seconds. It's the Octane trying to fight for these spawns. Nice job by Replays to clear him out.
And he still has that lightning strike to use. So even though they don't win these battles for the spawn on that backside, like, he's still going to be able to call in this lightning strike to be able to break it.
You know, I'll give it to Luminosity. They've done a better job in regards to staying even in the slaying department on side 2. They're only getting outslayed by about 21 kills now instead of what was like 19 earlier on. Still though, Rise continuing to break hard points, continuing to hold on to this massive lead they've had throughout this game. Now, though, the break coming in, Octane's there watching over with the
just
AR.
look at his patience. Like, even when the hill is still in favor of Luminosity, he's going to just kind of waste some time. I don't know exactly if he shoots that one out of the sky. But
No.
he's going to wait for his teammates with the SMGs to come over, try and make a push. But
here it comes.
Yep, Luminosity's still able to stay in this one, doing a nice job coming back in the second half. But I don't know if it's enough. And Yeah, he's actually going to dodge the lightning. You're going to see Saints get one with it, but the rest of his teammates are not able to do anything.
Saints hops in the hill. Does clear out Octane. 5 seconds remaining on this hard point as they rotate towards back satellite. Nicely done on rotation. So, hey, if there's ever a time to have a comeback, Luminosity, it's right now. As you get full 60 on this one, you get a clean break in your bunker, and you potentially come back. Some sloppy shots there as Saints loses 2 players on his screen. Slack trades efficiently. Finally, though, he gets taken down. So, hey, Luminosity still battling in things, but they can't give up too much more time for Rise Nation as Rise are within 30 seconds of winning this game. Slack, though, inside the hard point. He gets one. He's got kinetic armor as well. And, you know, I think they recognize that
if you're Rise, I think you go for the kill here if you're Rise, right?
Yeah, you could win off this hard point. No reason to really rotate too early on. Even if you get the rest of scrap time, there's no way Luminosity could win off bunker. So, you don't really have to panic.
You're good. I mean, you can literally lose all of bunker and still win.
And still be up by a minute.
Yeah, Classic is doing a great job in this game, and he's just used all the assault rifles. He crushes 2 players here. Classic currently on a 4 streak. He's out of ammo. Doesn't matter because the game is over. It's going to be Rise winning map number 1 here against Luminosity.
That is what you want to see. If you're a fan of Rise Nation, slacked over 2 minutes in the hard point. He finishes 31 and 22. But it's that man, Octane. You know, it's not 46 and 21 from UMG South Carolina, but it's 37 and 21.
They're going to struggle when their 2 guys don't go off. They're going to struggle against these top teams in the Slaying Department. I thought, you know, Saints really played a good game, over a minute in hill time, 33 kills. Like replays, you know, 17-32 in the AR role. Not going to cut it.
Not enough there from Luminosity. Can't be a one-man effort. You need everybody to step up. Replays near going double negative with only 15 seconds in the hard point. The outlier for me in that game. Octane, he started off strong on what was a 4 streak and didn't look back. The Wraith comes in throughout the rest of the game, though. His
Wraith didn't do too much. We've seen the Wraith a few times during the Pro Division.
It didn't.
And it hasn't caused as much chaos as you would think.
I think it's more, instead of the kills, it's like, look at what they had to do. Yeah, like, Replays had to stop pushing the hard point. Rise got a free break because they rotated slow, and then they held the last 40 seconds of the hill. That's where their big lead really came in.
That's true.
Here's a look at the after-action report yet again. Positive 16 from just Octane. You add 3 more there. Positive 19, positive 23, and then they have another guy positive 9. I mean,
he's got a minute and 22 in the hill as well.
Positive 32 in the slaying department. That's a 5th player on your team, right? That's a 5th player that goes 32-0 essentially. If you add that into your team, pretty crazy stuff. Kind of shows in the scoreboard there, 250 to 139. That is just map number 1, though.
You get outslayed like that in hardpoint. There's not many times you're going to win.
Yeah, you can definitely come back in this series if you are Luminosity. You're going into Rise Nation's weakest game mode as well, which is I think the silver lining.
If they were really good in S&D Rise, they'd be even. I mean, they're a scary team, but they'd be even scarier.
I mean, it kind of reminds me a lot of like Optic in Advanced Warfare, right? Where it was like dominated the respawns, but then at times their S&D was really fluky. I mean, that was one thing to look at. The similar thing was with FaZe. FaZe were very good in S&D, but then Uplink was like by far their weakest game mode in Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, they couldn't win it.
Yeah, so the best teams when Optic were really closing things out last year, it was when their S&D was strong, right? And it's what they're doing so far in the league. It's why they've had so many 3-0s, is because typically when teams would flip the script in game 2, win that map, Optic's been shutting them down, and they go back in the respawns where it's just a stop.
I mean, if they look at it, they just got to win 1 search and destroy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even have to win 2 to win the series. I mean, Optic wins 1.
It's like,
you have a pretty good chance. I mean, it's in a best of 5, but you have a pretty good chance to close it out. Same thing with Rise Nation. I mean, they just got to buckle down, focus on this game 2 S&D.
Yep.
And then you're good for the rest of the series. You'd expect to win one of the CTF or the Uplink.
Yeah, I think now coming into this game, because now this is 2 teams with very strong sniper presences. You've got Octane, and you've got Replays right on the 2
John's
teams.
a very good sniper too.
John as well has definitely made a case for that. If you are Rise Nation, do you want to leave the sniper in?
Yes.
Or do you just want to make sure Replays can't even deal with it?
Octane, I think, is one of the best snipers.
So you take Octane over everybody in the lobby?
Yes.
Okay.
Without question.
Okay.
I don't think that's too difficult to
I'm just tossing up the kind of the thought process here. Theorizing.
No, I think you leave it in.
Okay.
I think like Octane, like Aqua and Attach are like your top
3
echelon of snipers.
What's funny too is like
I might have
forgot
that
doesn't include Formal. That list, which
we haven't seen Formal slaying too much on this game.
And a lot of it too is because Optic have moved away from that a lot.
Yeah.
They go Optic have become much more of a AR and just like one sub type team
Yeah.
where you just have Scump running around and the rest of the teammates all have ARs on.
Yep.
Karma too obviously dabbles with the sub
Yeah.
at times, but either way, Luminosity, you're going into game 2. You can't go into Uplink down 2-0 versus
No.
Rise Nation.
No.
Absolutely, that's just asking to lose.
It probably ends there.
Yeah, that's
If
that's
you
how
do,
that's
it
how I look
probably
at it.
ends there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
So this one for both of us a must-win map. I know we say that a lot, but against Rise Rise, Elevate, and Optic for me, if you're going down 2-0 into Uplink, you need a miracle. If you want to
Elevate, just because they're so good on Uplink.
Yep.
It's like not even like they're good. They're good in the other game modes. They're pretty good in Search and Destroy, but Uplink's
Elevate-
really kind of
Elevate is S&D and Uplink
Uplink, yeah.
is their two kind of game modes. Rise is Hardpoint and Uplink are their best two. Luminosity, Search and Destroy has always been that game mode where they go
Yeah.
into it and you're like, these guys need to clutch up. They need to really do well because outside of that, it's like, where is this team, right?
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of TK. It's like, what are their strengths?
well, TK's strength was Search and Destroy, and then it's
and
not.
then it's like, okay, now
So
they
it's like-
just
yeah, what are you doing?
it's just it's wacky with some of
Yeah.
these lower teams where even some other teams that are lower, you can like DT. I would put DT as a stronger their hard point can be very good at times.
Yeah.
Like it can be, but at the same time, it's like the rest of it. I'm like, oh god. Like I just found out today, CLG have yet to win a game 5. CLG are
That's
0-6 in game 5. Imagine you win half of those.
Yeah, we don't even have a chase for relegation.
Exactly.
It's kind of like
You're one of the
decided.
teams right around what 8 wins.
Yeah.
After you win that, like you're
8-9 wins. Yeah,
you're already moving
we're
towards
just
that
waiting
point.
for John. John's the only player we're waiting on, so
Taking its time.
we'll have to get an update on what's taken him so long to
He's in
switch
here, he
teams.
just-
But
Doesn't want to press right bumper.
yep, there he goes.
There you go.
Finally switches teams. Now we should be getting this one underway shortly.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the ban protect phase. Do we see overkill banned? Do we see thermal banned? Does the SVG make it through? On the side of a map like this, Replays is right up there with Fizzerp in regards to knowing Search and Destroy grenades.
Yep.
Replays was hands down my favorite player to watch in Advanced Warfare with his frags where he'd launch them over buildings and somehow hit these crazy spots. It's a big reason why he was able to do so well on the likes of Denial last year. High caliber ban from Saints to start things off.
Yep, that's one you're going to see both teams kind of target, which is why I don't think you want to be the first one to make a move on it. I think you want to force the other team to, because you're just kind of wasting a ban on it.
It's funny to see how when you kind of look at this game, we thought there was going to be such more contest for those first spots. So far, it's been high caliber both games. As the first thing.
And they're going to get rid of rapid fire as
Are
well.
they afraid that Rise is going to protect one of these things? Like, why are you banning it right away?
I mean, we know they're not. We've never seen them do anything like it.
Okay, now is where I expect sniper stuff to come into play.
Overdrive goes and Search and Destroy.
Do these guys think they're playing a respawn game mode?
Overclock,
So far,
concussion.
So far, if you want to use a sniper, you've got every tool to your advantage. Does it get targeted in the final 2 bans? There goes the Shiva. It's all up to Spacely. If you can pick one thing to target on a sniper, do you go overkill, thermal, or the SVG? What makes the biggest impact?
Well,
It's neither.
neither.
None of the above.
I mean,
so,
I would have said the SVG.
okay,
A good sniper, though, can still use the Locust.
for sure. I mean, we've seen
but
it from Attach,
I would actually say it's Overkill's probably the least important.
especially with how strong the pistols are.
How
I mean,
good
they're
how good the MR6
They're the
is.
MR6 stays in. Both Octane and Replays are 2 of the top, I'd probably say 5 to 6 players in regards to using that pistol.
Yeah, I mean,
Heatwave, active camo, Heatwave vision.
with
pulse.
how good the MR6 is for really, I mean, is there a reason to get rid of Overkill?
No.
Sometimes you almost rather have them with like a VMP or an M8.
Yeah. Finishing out through this one.
This one's going fast.
Yeah.
Kinetic on both sides,
Ooh.
Camo on both sides, Heatwave on both sides, Vision Pulse versus Glitch. That's going to be your only difference in this matchup.
This one for me, we've seen Spacely use Glitch a lot. Still waiting for that major play. We just saw Pac-Man make
He
one
got
happen.
motivated by Pac-Man.
He must have been watching. I mean, I would have, because if I'm seeing that play, I'm picking that right away on both my teams. I'm making sure my team has that
My
special.
team would never have used Glitch.
No, you would have made sure they
No.
never use it.
We would
Dude,
have used Vision Pulse. We would have never used
I
Psychosis.
am the king of Glitch. All right?
That's you have no
you
have no facts to base that
it's
off
been
of.
voted. We
There's
took
nothing.
a poll nationwide.
Yeah.
We've asked. It's like the political race. We polled. We did focus groups. People voted me the king of glitch.
Focus groups. They must have been.
We asked one person. That was me.
I must not have been too focused.
That must have been.
Those groups must have been just looking at all types of
Yes.
miscellaneous data.
We polled women between the age of 55 and 87, and they said I was the king of glitch. They've also never seen God before.
Probably just because they want to get paid.
They wanted. They knew what knew what we wanted to hear.
That guy's great.
Can I have my $100 now, please?
But we got game number 2, beginning between Luminosity and Rise.
Yep.
It's going to be Rise 1-0 in the series. Dominated the hard point. Wasn't too close.
It
just
was
a pretty good performance out of Saints on LG, but nothing really from the other 3 guys. I think that's kind of the
I've said that
story
too many times
for them.
right?
Yeah.
Like, that's something I think I've heard either my co-caster or me say that way too often. It's like Saints did well, John did pretty well too, but that's really it. Now though, search and destroy, replays. I'm looking at you, my friend. You went double negative game 1, only 15 seconds in the hard point. Your presence wasn't really felt. S&D though, you've got your sniper ready.
It might just be a role thing with those 2 guys, talking Spacely and Replay specifically in respawn game modes, right? Replay has said not too comfortable running the AR. He's going to have to run the AR against like top flight guys. Obviously, last year, the assault rifle position, probably the most important.
Yeah.
This year, obviously, the assault rifle, very prominent teams run 2, 3 at a time. Then Spacely, it seems like John plays more and more in the hill. And Spacely being that guy who's going to go for those intro kills, it's going to be very difficult. Kind of put it almost in the case where, like, TP, like when we see him playing with Havoc, TP's done really well because he's got a guy being really aggressive. John and Saints are kind of like floaters. They're going to, like, roam around the map, kill people. And Spacely just doesn't have that help.
It's like when you look at, like, a team like Optic Gaming, right, where you just let Formal and Karma do what they need to do. It's just, you look at Scump and Crimsix for their roles they play, which are very similar to the likes of, say, maybe Spacely and Replays, and they just do their roles better, right? You need a little bit more. Replays at the start. He'll have a sniper. I believe we just saw Spacely has one as well. No, he swapped. Okay, so it's going to be Replays, I called you out. You get first blood. Beautiful stuff there. That's why you don't like to leave the sniper in when Replays is on the map.
Oh, and you see.
That's Octane.
Yep. Octane.
Look at this, dude, the exact battle.
With the sniper rifle, and now Classic's able to even it up. 3 players apiece, and Octane's actually going to go over here. In top charge.
Base has already got Barnes. They're just going to plant this bomb.
Which is, we don't see too many plants going down at A. You're going to have Saints in the middle of the map. So they have any idea where Octane is. They have to have some kind of idea that he's still back here.
Players playing right inside that left corner. Gunfight going down near B. It's going to be Saints who does get out alive. Still a 3v3. Octane clears out one. Predicts the player movement inside Barn. Tags one up. And this should be a round 1 for Rise. I mean, you've pinched the players in Barn. They're going to begin to flood it. Spacey does a great job, though, getting that first kill. Just run out, guys. Run out. Yes. Good job, Replays, to get away. 15 seconds remaining. He just needs to peek this bomb one time. Wins the first gunfight. Stays alive. And Replays just won his team the round. Beautiful stuff from Luminosity. When he ran outside Barn, I was like, this round's done. This round's done.
I mean, that big gunfight that he's able to win right there secures them the round. When he loses that, you have Looney probably just sitting on bomb, defusing it.
Yeah.
But it's a big gunfight win. 4 replays there on map number 1. Good first confidence going through the rest of this map.
Absolutely clutches it up here. Fast hands. And this is something that, a personal side of things. On my sniper class, I love using Afterburner to continue to challenge. But at the same time, both Octane and Replays right now using fast hands. I think if Replays doesn't have fast hands right there, he potentially loses that engagement. Instead, though, gets that weapon up right away, wins the round for his team. It's going to be Rise Nation now on offense after that tough defensive round loss.
See what they like to do here.
Classic Brina. Everyone.
Yep.
It's a sniper party right now.
Now you're going to see the smokes come down. Spacely, I don't know if he actually saw that player go by.
He doesn't have cold-blooded, so he could get sniped here. If
it looks like Classic's kind of set up to try and snipe the player in the mid, jumping on the statue, and he's going to miss that one by a centimeter. And it's not going to drop. Going to get out of the way from the player sitting on that B site. And you're going to see Looney just kind of run out there and die. Nah, Classic almost able to pick up 2, not able to finish that second player off, and Luminosity has to know the bomb down at B.
Well, that's not going to work, as it's going to be Slack left in the 1v3. He gets cleaned up. Luminosity up 2-0, and this is what you need to do. This is what you need from Luminosity. We said this is a must-win map. You know this is Rise Nation's weakness. All signs pointing towards Luminosity definitely being the team that's favored to win this map, and so far they're definitely showing it here with solid job trading inside of sight and really holding that B area.
Luminosity up 2-0. Let's see what they like to do on the offensive side of things here, Jack. Let's go on board with replay. See if he's can have the sniper rifle in his hands.
No.
No, he's actually... Oh, no,
Oh,
there it
there
is.
he goes.
Switches over to it.
That
So
was a
let's see if
fast
he
swap.
can pick up first blood yet again.
There is someone moving towards top rock. That is going to be slacked. With him playing, though, watching this low side, you don't expect him to peek at all. He's got his teammate, which is going to be Octane, watching over top rock with the sniper of his own. So this is a normal setup. The biggest question will be who pushes up the street. It looks like that's going to be John from Luminosity. He's going to play this top rock area. Octane gets taken down by John's sniper. Okay, John. I see you, boy.
John's
Turns
a pretty
the corner,
good sniper.
Gets the kill. 3-1 start. Now on a 3 streak. Oh, please swap over and kill the player. Okay, no, he backed up.
We saw John snipe against FaZe the other night, and he was really good with it.
Saints.
Gonna see
Saints.
able to pick this kill up in the middle of the map. It's going to be Looney, the last one alive here
He's
for Rise.
He's got him watched.
He makes it.
Oh my God.
Looney's actually going to win that gunfight. So, see, they know.
Look what happens.
Saints
If he gets his
playing.
kill, he earns Heat Wave, he wins the round for his team, and he gets HC. But time is ticking.
This would be a huge win for Rise.
Saints
looks like
it's
this
about
game.
to turn towards middle map. Looney's there, wins the engagement.
Oh my. And
Looney.
this is I was going to say, this is one that looks like it was getting away from Rise Nation this game.
Talk about a statement round. I believe he gets what? Was that an ace? Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
I believe so. Beautiful stuff from Looney to bring Rise back within 1 round. He won himself this round, Matt, when he slid it into B and won that engagement. You and I both went, okay, like how did that just happen? Saints was watching him. Instead, though, beautiful job utilizing that momentum-based movement system to slide on in. And you know, if I'm slacked, I'm going, thank you, Looney. I know I haven't gotten a kill yet, but you winning us that round gave me the motivation I need.
Not sure he says that.
Yeah,
but
that's not at all what he says.
it's the guys on Rise Nation push down B Street. Gonna get EMPs down. It's basically gonna get to this position over on B steps. It's so powerful on every game mode that we see. The Infection played on a Search and Destroy and Uplink. You're gonna have replays trying to move up that middle of the map as well. So no action really going down thus far. All players from both teams still alive, just a minute left. It's basically firing off some warning shots. It's gonna actually take out the HC. You're gonna see replays able to win that gun engagement versus Slacked as soon as Slack's able to take out Spacely. So we're going to be at 3 players apiece here as Rise attacks the B site.
Looney begins to plant this bomb. Someone's checking for middle map. Who's that going to be? Replays with an M8. He falls to Classic. There's another kill for Octane with the sniper, and just like that, it's Looney last alive. He's got danger close grenades. Tosses out the second.
He's going to challenge.
He's going to challenge.
Oh, wrong direction. And he threw them more to the left-hand side. Why did he jump out and look to his right?
That beats me, man. As he's going to slide in, Octane cleans him up 2-2. The power of overkill sniping is shown off there by Octane. His Kuda with just quick draw gets it done. Nice work as Rise tie up the game.
This is one that I feel like Luminosity, they just kind of let Rise back into it with these 2 rounds.
Yeah.
They're like, I feel like if they were going to win this, like they were going to win it big, like something like a 6-1 or something like that.
Ooh. Looney still has his dart.
Yep. Just got it last round, so let's see when he elects to use it. Defensively is probably the way to go.
Look at this push.
If they get to push Octane around the corner would... Oh, never mind. He's going to bust out the ripstick. Take out Spacely there early, and...
Isn't a ripstick like a skateboard?
No, it's Gandhi's name for the sniper rifle. How dare you...
I think the ripstick is also like a skateboard.
How dare you go after Scott
God.
Gandhi and attack
Don't please.
the legendary
I know
Scott
Scott will
Gandhi.
somehow turn this all against me as 3
Yeah,
kills
probably.
go in favor of Luminosity. Luminosity. Octane's last alive, and well, what a round was looking like was a potential Rise win after there's first blood from Octane. They just get swept within like 5 seconds of each other. Here's from Saints' perspective, beautiful shots while in the air with the M8. Luminosity will take back the lead in this game. Replays double positive, leading his team at the moment.
Going into this next round, and see what's going on with Slacked.
Okay.
1 and 5 is not the best of scores, and Slacked usually a guy who's pretty consistent across all game modes.
Maven's
Gonna
yelling.
Yeah.
Oh. 2 players about to peek this corner. This is going to continue. This is going to change the entire round. 2 players, low rock. Classic peeks on out. The nade from Slack gets 1. They've got Heatwave as well. They don't use it. Looney spins around. Can't find the second. But it's number advantage to Rise Nation as John trades a kill out. A 2v2, making a 2v1. Octane lasts alive. And he gets cleaned up, John! What was that? What was that?
Why just keep running at him?
John's like, okay, 1. Here comes the second, and here comes the third. John, crispy shots, gets it done. He says, you know what, replays? You got 6 kills. I now have 7. Takes over that top spot.
It's nice to see Luminosity bounce back. Rise started to gain some momentum. They win 2 rounds in a row, and then you see Luminosity fire back with 2 extremely strong rounds. Let's see how LG elects to play this. The dart still in play for Rise Nation. You see John go up on the top rock. I think he's actually gotten the call out from his teammates that players are pushing it.
No, he's to your left.
Kills just being traded back and forth.
1v1.
We got a 1v1 here. It's going to be Spacely.
He glitches
right into him.
Oh, you're going to die, Spacely. Oh, my God! What?
That went from like the worst use of that went from the worst
that was
use
a VMP.
That went from the worst use of glitch to like the best use of glitch in a second.
I just threw up. How did he just win that? That was an AR versus a VMP. Oh my God, Luminosity with 3 straight rounds. They've got an HC. They've got multiple specialists ready to go. Still, the dart hasn't been used from Rise. Does Looney bring it out here? Doesn't appear so as of yet. Already inside B side is again going to be Saints playing this close corner. Classic inching on up. He's going to win the first gunfight. Octane's there with the sniper as well. Nicely done by Rise to give themselves a number advantage.
Rise not going to go down easy because they have some abilities as well. They come out of this round, they're in pretty good shape. Not the way you want to peek that guy.
Looney should be shot here momentarily. He's tagged up, gets the Heatwave down. Oh, counter Heatwave doesn't work.
He doesn't connect on him. Slack just had a position to challenge this. This should be, barring something crazy happening, Luminosity win.
Nice, Luminosity.
They're gonna trade here the final kills, and they are going to tie this series up at 1 game apiece.
Matt, those 4 rounds Luminosity just won went pretty darn quick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, that one went fast. It was 2-0, then 2-2, and then those 4 rounds went by in a blink of an eye. Luminosity, they clutch up, and why is that? Because of a well-rounded effort. 8-5, 7-5, 9-5, and Spacely. He was the guy playing.
He makes a big play though.
He was the guy playing those tough positions too.
He wins them around.
1v1. Also was the guy inside sight near B who was kind of playing that awkward corner. You don't expect him to go off each round he's in there. If he can just get 1 kill, which he did just that throughout the game. Luminosity take it 6-2 to tie up the series 1-1, heading into Uplink. We both said it's what they needed to do, and they did just that.
Yeah, you expect though now Rise going back to respawn game modes to really hammer these next 2 home. And Luminosity, they still one of these. They go to a game 5. They got a great chance taking the series.
Absolutely, especially back in S&D.
Yeah.
Rise, your search and destroy struggles continue. I mean, right there, I think is the perfect way to sum up Rise. Right, they're such a confident team of 4 players who know they have some of the best gun skill in the game. But it gets to a point where, all right, Octane slow peeks with a sniper and just dies in broken connector. Near middle map, they have 1 player who goes out by himself where Slack's nowhere near to trade. Better S&D teams.
Sloppy play.
Yeah, better
play.
S&D teams know that can't happen. Rise still looking to tie things up in that game mode. There's a look at your after-action report. 8-6 from Looney with 1 plant and 1 defuse. Leading his team is not enough as Luminosity take it off the back of the sniper rifle of replays. It started off the game with first blood, and it worked through and through.
Yep, great snipes from him. Some nice stuff from John.
John with a couple big snipes.
Saints obviously consistent as always, and then Spacely making a big play, winning them that 1 round. Could have been a swing round. Obviously, it doesn't go in their favor. Now, it's going to see a game 3 with no chance of Luminosity going home. So they've extended the series a little bit longer. Now they just need to figure out a way to win one of these 2 game modes, Uplink or CTF. I think their better chance is CTF, but obviously you're able to take the uplink. That's huge. I mean, then you got a chance to close the series out.
Yep.
And as a backup, you go to a game 5 where search and destroy again. You feel pretty good with your chances.
I think, you know, one thing that we were kind of looking at was if you think of those rounds in the S&D, right? Spacely clutches up the one that he uses a glitch.
Yep.
That's a 1v1 that, frankly, should have gone in Rise Nation's favor. Spacely just hit some ridiculous shots. The John 3-piece was just Rise challenging 1 by 1. The second player who was supposed to trade was caught cooking a nade. Like, okay, that was just random. That's another round that doesn't go in their favor.
Not great timing.
Just things that really, they should have closed things out. Even that last round, Rise 4v2 number advantage. One player peeks by himself, dies. Octane peeks by himself, dies. Player middle map gets bad timing, peeks by himself, dies. Slack left alone. Doesn't work out. So, Rise Nation, you got to win these next 2. You do not want to go to a Game 5 hunted S&D, which Rise are actually pretty decent at because of Octane's play near the B site. He runs trophies with a thermal sniper alongside EMPs. Like, he is like a crazy setup class. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Can they get there?
You're right. Can you get there?
Yeah.
But I think if you get there, I think you got a pretty good chance of winning it. Obviously, Rise Nation having some struggles in Search and Destroy.
Yep.
You're able to force that Game 5, especially at a map like Hunted, where a lot of teams don't get a lot of practice on it. You got a great chance.
Well, we are into the Bandit Protect, and there is the Shiva right off the table from replays. Not wanting to have to deal with that weapon. And, oh, a stock ban again from Rise Nation. Big call right there from the boys of Rise to take that one off the table. No surprises, though, as it definitely helped Octane in game
The SMG is also affected with the stock ban as well. More and more players we see running VMP with stock. You're going to see rapid fire flashbangs go. We'll be surprised if we don't see concussions go.
From what I'm hearing, Sharp just made possibly the best Heatwave play so far in the COD World League to get TK to force the Game 5.
Somebody's got to investigate the TK house.
They're in Game 5. I mean, TK. All your fans tweet me all the time with sad Pepe memes with the TK hoodie on. You got to clutch up. This is one that you can't let slip away from you.
If I'm Sharp, I am replicating exactly what I did today. Before every day I have a match. If I ate Chipotle today, I'm having Chipotle. If I woke up, I just kind of like ran around TK house and run around TK house every day because Sharp seems like he's playing at it.
Sharp doesn't strike me as a guy who's going to run around a TK house.
No, no.
At least I wouldn't either. As active camo comes in from Classic, that makes it through the Bandit Protect.
I imagine Sharp wakes up with Nezlo standing over his bed, like telling him about like videos he's watched. And Sharp being like, "Dude, just go back to bed."
Like, no, Sharp's asleep and Nezlo's just talking to him like he's awake. Like, bro, I'm tired of losing, not having it anymore. Sharp just wakes up. He's like, "This fool, sheesh, get out of my room, boy."
It's like,
I don't know why he sounds like that.
It's like, Nezlo, this is the 12th motivational speech you give me this week.
Yeah, since last night.
Yeah,
I've heard the same one.
See the banner for the specialist draft coming in here. So Camo makes it through. Both teams obviously going to have a Camo. You got Heatwave making it through. That's going to go to both teams as well.
It's a
mirror match. Nothing too surprising. Odd we don't see any of the abilities leave. Like Overdrive goes, we expect that to always go, but usually we see it with another one of the abilities go, like whether it's kinetic
Uplink's
or whether
3.
it's Camo.
Uplink's normally 3. It's normally if it's Overdrive, it's Camo as well, and then really either between kinetic or Heatwave are normally the 3 to go. Most times teams want to at least leave one decent specialist ability in, so you can kind of make that play happen, whether it's kinetic or Heatwave.
Kinetic, we don't see make as many big plays in Uplink as I think people are kind of like led on to believe.
Okay.
Or yeah, I don't think it's that big of a player in Uplink.
I mean,
frank. I mean, I don't think it is at all.
It's so clear what its role is in Hardpoint, right? Where it's like you use this to break a hill or win close range gunfights in a hill. In Uplink, it's like you use it to get extra armor when you have the drone on. Is that worth it?
Use it to pick up a kill around the drone?
Yeah, like where
Camo is 10 times more powerful, at least in
my
my opinion.
I use this to score. If my 2 lead blockers die, pop Camo, and I'm literally dancing around into the portal. I don't know what this is, what I'm doing right now. I don't know who does this.
You've never danced with anybody, clearly.
Yeah,
When's the last time
me
you
on a
danced?
dance floor that's something Maven does. You're looking at me right now like I hate that I have to speak with him on a daily basis.
Yeah, I do. No, I love that guy. He's great. But going in, just editing score streaks now.
Yep.
Camo has like a clear use. Overdrive has a clear use.
Yep.
I don't think Kinetic is as powerful an uplink as people are kind of led on to believe. I think even Heatwave has a better chance of making a play, because now we're seeing a lot of players, like, I don't want to say they're getting smarter, but they're just figuring out new ways to use it, where they'll have the drone, they'll use Heatwave, and they won't go and beat that player down. They'll just leave him. They'll just leave him and go right for a score. So
they know for 5 seconds that guy is not getting anything
he's toast.
done.
Yeah, he's literally toast.
Yeah, I was about to say, he is literally toast. Mirror matchup between the two teams. Evac Uplink, the map. Specialists that were kind of banned on out. Active Camo is not one of them. Overdrive is one of them. Shiva also off the table. You can tell Luminosity, they felt the wrath of Octane Shiva on that first map and said, okay, that's enough. That's enough of a sample. We'll definitely make sure we don't have to deal with that here. Matt, you said it was going to be probably a 3-1 in favor of Rise for that to happen. They did win the next 2 maps. Uplink and CTF, definitely possible off the start. I'm going to watch John from Luminosity, as he's got a VMP with EMPs, and Semtex to push towards glass.
He is getting tagged up from every direction.
And he just got killed by his teammate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just died to a teammate. That was quite odd.
Yeah, see, there's still no kills, so 100% a team kill.
Why?
Oh,
there's so much damage going down there. But
cool.
Yep. Anyway, just another quick delay here, and get right back into the game. That might be just us yet again. So.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Happens to the best of us. We are rejoining back into the game. Hope you're all enjoying the coverage so far tonight. I can't wait to see that sharp play.
Now, FaZe TK is in a game 5.
I just checked my Twitter for a second. Everyone was like, yo, like clips of it. Everyone odd-shotting, crazy stuff. One of my favorite parts of the cutscene are those monster plays, expected to be probably one of the top 5 of this week.
Yeah, obviously on Thursday.
Yep.
Our weekly show will go with the Sony top 5 play. If it's that good. I didn't see it.
I think I trusted my boy Brandon Rogers to be in the top 5 plays. He deserves to be there if they win this matchup. Now I know we're. Well,
if it's a great play, he probably deserves to be there regardless.
But I'm just trying to give him more motivation, man.
Oh.
Okay, I'm trying to help.
I doubt he's listening to you right now. He's in the middle of a match.
0% that he's actually listening. They're about to start a game 5 up now. One thing I will mention is, hey, we're getting closer to stage 1.
Yeah.
We've seen Eric, who's the guy who's really in charge of all this stuff here at ESL, has been working a lot on it. Really excited for it. He's been tweeting some stuff out about, with the live audience that's going to be here, all these things. Really, really pumped.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome
for everything to be put into play.
Excited to see, obviously, all the teams compete here in the studio. Excited to watch the relegation matches. Those are huge.
That's
going to be
really
almost,
underrated.
Those are going to be almost more intense, I feel like.
Absolutely.
Not more intense, but they're going to have.
They're going to match the intensity.
Yeah, they're going to match the intensity. Obviously, teams just battling for their life to get into stage 2. New teams trying to get in to the stage in the Pro Division. So it's going to be an awesome weekend. Some intense Call of Duty matchup. I'm excited to go to Australia. Cast some Australian matches.
I'm
That'll
jealous,
be fun.
man. I wish I was going. I want to travel. I want to travel the world. I want to see Cologne, Germany, or Australia. Be with the Kangaroos. They named it Kangaroo.
I was there for 2 weeks and I didn't see a kangaroo.
No.
Yeah.
How? I thought you said you saw one.
They're not like running around. No, I saw a koala bear. Saw a koala bear.
Boring.
Not see a kangaroo. Kangaroos are pretty much like the equivalent of deer here. So
deer all the time in New
really
Jersey.
See them too often.
We're in the game though.
We're back into
the game.
Don't
worry, we can stop talking about kangaroos because we got COD. All right, 2-0 lead for Luminosity so far. As I believe it, Dunk just actually went in for Rise, as I mentioned that. So replays 7-6 start. John at 9-7. Spacely, the guy, how you said, there's always someone kind of lagging a little behind. It's Spacely right now at 1-8. Slack currently struggling as well. Looney continuing to have a big series for his team. Slack goes for someone above him. Can't get the beat down there. Saints is basically last slide to cover their base. You got Octane in the power position with the M8. You got the drone in the hands of Classic. Will he reset his armor? Doesn't appear so. He's going to go for the long range one. Gets Heatwave. And that's going to fall just short. Wouldn't be surprised to see Luminosity just grab this drone and actually just run it towards Kitchen.
And you're going to see Rise knows exactly what's going to happen. They're just going to be pushing right over towards Kitchen side once they spawn up. And they're going to try and meet the players of Luminosity before they can get close to a score. You're going to see Replays bringing that drone towards the middle. Matt, fantastic wall running by Replays. He's able to put in a 1-point play. It's going to be Luminosity back up 1.
Beautiful stuff from Replays to somehow find his way in a position to score that drone. Pop kinetic armor now from John. He picks up 2 and gets out with his life. that's kind of an example of where we've seen kinetic armor be used more and more, less of pushing with the drone and more just ensuring that they hold down map control. But while the two-piece was nice, Rise trade right back out with a two-piece of their own. Classic with the team kill there. He's going to finish out all the Luminosity presence on the map, and now he'll play from this top class position. And as I say that, he sees two players and runs right away.
Yep. Nah, it's going to be classic pushing this one over towards Looney, and now it's going to be Slack leading the charge over in the kitchen. But look at this, John behind everyone here. And I don't think they knew he was there. They're going to get a pass off, and where are they bringing this drone? Now it's going to go back towards the middle of the map, and he actually does pop camo. Classic with a chance to get a point on the board, and he does. Fantastic play there by Classic.
Tied up 3-3. It looks like it's going to stay that way into the half unless John can somehow get a dunk right here. Wow, there's actually nobody alive right now for the boys of Rise Nation. Yeah, this is going to be a dunk with ease. So, Luminosity will go into the half with a lead. Nice job there by John to recognize the circumstance and make the most of it. 5-3 lead. Luminosity staying strong in the respawn game mode here. Matt, 5 minutes away from going up 2-1 against Rise Nation. What a night of matches it's been so far.
You know, these teams that desperately need these wins, Jack, are coming up big tonight. They know their stage one life is on the line.
I feel like it's now set into them, right? Where it's like, we don't have any more time.
We can't afford to lose any more matches.
Yeah, the last 3 weeks, all the casters have been going like, it's crunch time now. This is everything. They're getting, these are must wins. I think the players now realize like, oh, okay, if we actually lose some of these matches, we will be relegated, and we cannot afford to have that happen. As the drone will be picked up right away by Luminosity, they'll run it right towards middle map. Spacely gets the first 2 kills. He's 75 points off of earning himself an HC. As John, he flies right out and tosses in the 1. They're up 6-3. 2-possession game. The scythe being used by Luminosity.
If you are on the side of Luminosity, though, you have to be cautious because obviously Rise on the more advantageous side of the two, where we see more teams kind of just rack up points, that this can change very quickly if they're able to pick up a few kills.
You can see Slacked trying to watch the middle map area. John gets the better of him there. He'll rotate back towards middle. Nice ledge boost to get towards big door. Those slides not getting hurt, and this flank is so key. There's 1, there's 2 on the player using the HC, and now it's time for this score to come in. Replays tosses in the 1, and it's a 4-point lead yet again for Luminosity. Octane clears out his whole base. He's having a big game at 18-10, but Rise just can't convert points right now, Matt.
No, and Octane's going to go for this lower wall run. Fantastic use of the boost. Going to try and make it all the way up. Doesn't make it. But I tell you what, that would have been a hell of a play if he was able to do so.
It would have been, but now it might come back to bite him.
Mid-map with
he's got camo.
Yep, he's got a camo.
That's a sick play.
In front of him, and he's going to put this one in for 2. And Luminosity is running away with this uplink.
He resets his armor, pops the camo, and it's basically a guaranteed dunk. You could tell the player was so nervous about the camo push that he just threw a Semtex at the ground, just hoping that Spacely would wind up running over it with camo. John doing what he can with the objective. He's going to turn around. Whoop! Oh, there's another player here?
Doesn't matter.
I thought he was going to pop kinetic and give him the hands as well. As Luminosity, they're up by 3 possessions. Still 3 minutes, though. Definitely a winnable game for Rise. They seem to begin to clutch up now.
It's going to be Slack with the drone in hand. He's going to beat down replays with it.
All right, Octane is a scythe. They're putting a lot into this push. Oh my god, the heat wave hits 1. Saints gets 2, and the 3rd kill comes in as well.
Just ruins the entire push.
What a heat wave from Saints. There's 4 dead as Looney perishes. Luminosity with a monster heat wave. And they're going to go for this outer wall run with replays.
Smart play here by replays. His teammates picking up some kills. In the...
Oh my god.
I was going to say that is not going to go in.
My god.
They're picking up kills in the Rise base, and replays able to pick up Octane in the back. Saints with the drone in hand. They are putting on a clinic here. What is wrong with Rise Nation?
I mean...
That's a misthrow.
Okay. Well, you know, this is why
not everything can go your way.
And this needs to be the start, right? There's no more time. Like we were mentioning before,
it needed to start a little bit ago.
They can still win this. It's a 4-possession game. You need a dunk on this. You've got active camo as well. Your lead blocker dies, though. So Classic, he's going to have to wait and play for some slaying positioning. Gets 1 kill, actually jumps up into the grenade. Interesting decision here.
But that's why you take camo, because then you could have wrapped it back mid, used camo, and got like a 1-point throw-off, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the type of situation you use camo for.
I think if they dunk here, this game's over.
I think we're pretty close to this one being over. You see Classic and Slack picking up a kill apiece in the kill feed, and you got Spacely going all the way up top, goes over the top of the wall, throws it in for one. Luminosity dominating Rise Nation here in game number 3.
This is an example of, like, I don't know what to believe anymore. I knew Rise were going to stomp game 1. I knew Luminosity were going to have a very good chance in game 2. And then this one, it's like, okay, I expect Rise to stomp this. And then Luminosity just show up with a performance right now. This is one of the best uplink performances I've seen from them so far in the COD World League. Stomping Rise Nation.
And this is a Rise team that's pretty strong in uplink.
Yeah, strong to say the least, as John's going to hit this outer wall run. He's going to be able to go for one. He's got kinetic armor as well. He hits the outer wall. Kinetic time.
No,
not able to dunk
he
it
gets
in.
stopped at the rim, yeah.
But hey, look at all the time he wasted. This one is over, Matt. Rise are going to go down 2-1 as we head into game 4, which will be Breach CTF.
And Luminosity, I mean, CTF is not a game mode where you need to outkill the opponent.
Nope.
It is a game mode that Luminosity can definitely win against Rise. And talk about big wins. I mean, this would be a huge win for Luminosity.
Hey, you got a dunk.
We expected them out of the bottom teams to have, like, they have the easiest road. We expected them to win some games, qualify. All they pretty much had to do was go 3-3. They win this game against Rise, they have a chance to go 4-2. Definitely would put themselves in a really nice spot to make it in to Stage 1 playoffs.
And this Luminosity team, while a lot of people were kind of thinking of them as maybe a top 6 team, I don't think a lot of people were thinking that, you know, this is a team that's going to be this close to being relegated, right? They've had some rough losses so far this year.
Yeah, I didn't think they would be a
bottom 4
team.
I'm in the same boat. So Luminosity, they win that map. They go up 2-1. You know what it is for me there? It's a well-rounded performance.
Yep.
Right? I mean, yes, Spacely, again, more of a quieter game.
You just need 3. You just need 3 of them.
But Spacely even gets a dunk and a throw.
Yeah.
Getting it done on the objective.
You just need 3 of them to show up in the slaying department.
Yeah.
And Spacely or whoever it is that doesn't, just stay around even, to stay respectable. Not just, like, totally kill the team by giving the other team streaks and just not being able to pick up some easy kills. And they get that game. And if they get those type of games, they can beat the top teams. This is a team that, going into CWL, like the Pro Division, I thought that they would be somewhere from 6 to 8.
Okay.
I figure that's where this team would be. And they haven't performed that way yet, but I feel like they still have the potential to get there. And you've seen what they could do at their best, the UMG South Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, they get second. Take a look at the after-action report, but I mean, this is a team that has all the potential in the world. Octane somehow goes 30-19 in the game where they were just getting slaughtered.
I'll be honest with you. Doesn't
didn't
surprise
even pay
me.
attention. Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me. Whenever stock is banned, this guy just he just does well. Like, it doesn't matter what happens on the map. He just does well. Very quiet game from the subs, from both Slack and Looney, which I think was more telling of the reason why Rise Nation held that L there in game 3. After action report, though, shows the very even work of the boys of Luminosity. As we head into Breach CTF, do you expect to see a heavily contested afterburner like we saw last series, or?
No.
No?
Both these teams really don't seem to care about it too much, so I don't think we'll see it in this one. I think this is one that is really good for Luminosity to take a lead into CTF. CTF, Spacely, very good in this game mode. He's likes to go on like these long flanks, and if he wins one gunfight at the opposing team's flag and his teammates just kind of hold mid-map, he's able to pull off some really nice stuff, get some caps. So this is one Luminosity can definitely steal.
The amount of times where I've seen a team make a coordinated push, right, and they go and pull Luminosity's flag, and then out of nowhere, you just hear flag pulled, and it's Spacely across the map who runs it back for a stalemate. Granted, sometimes it doesn't work out for Luminosity as they'll lose the stalemate, but hey, it's things like that. You got to keeping your opponent worried, right?
Yeah.
They're always sending someone back when they don't need to because they think Spacely might be there. They're always overextending, going, we're Spacely, and then their flag is pulled. Luminosity, you need Spacely here more than ever. Waiting for the players to join up on the correct teams. Spacely, of all people, is the last one.
This is probably his best game mode. This is the game mode where he makes the most impact on the game, Spacely. So you got to see it happen.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. Also, we've seen what John can do. I mean, this is a map that I think actually benefits their play style as well as of a team. You've got those very easy overextend routes. And here we go. Ban and protect voting has begun. To kick things off, it is John. Shiva ban from Luminosity, and expect Rise to potentially ban out stock. Wondering where they'll go again.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been in every game. They've gotten rid of it.
Yep.
Maybe there's kind of some team discussion on now whether it's hurting some of their other players or whatnot. Maybe they'll try and keep it in. So you're going to see stock go. So they still feel pretty confident in that plan. So
Yeah, it's not like Octane with stock banned
well,
out.
I'm saying, does it affect a guy like Classic or affect some of their SMGs? So you're going to see flashbangs in Overdrive go. Overdrive goes in every capture the flag game because obviously, teams don't want to risk having one player from the other team overextend with Overdrive, pull the flag, and just get out without a gunfight.
Octane is going to ban Overclock. Replays is going to ban Active Camo. I got a feeling, man. I got a feeling. Overclock from Octane. Rapid fire. Oh, I didn't notice that was still in.
Yep, Shiva makes it through. Shiva doesn't make it through. Shiva's first thing gone, but see all the other attachments go. I feel like this is going to be a lot of M8s, Man of Wars. Like a
map like this.
Yeah, I feel like Man of War is definitely pretty good on this map. You're going to see kinetic from both sides and active on both sides, straight across.
This is a map that
Heat wave on both of these players. You'd think so. And then Octane replays Scythe. We're going to have a straight, exact mirror match down the line. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that. I've seen mirror matches before, but not in the same exact order. So you see Scythe on both sides. So there it is. It's an exact.
Does that make you happy?
I feel like no, it really doesn't make me happy. It's just kind of odd. We usually don't see that too often.
Now, one thing I will say: this is a map where Octane likes to experiment with his ARs. This is the one where he brings out the ICR, and you're like, okay, he's using it, and he somehow does very well. On this one, though, with stock being banned, I'm wondering if he goes for the variety or if he sticks with more of the bread and butter.
I think we see a variety. He always seems to switch it up. Every time I've casted him on Breach, it's like one time we go off to him off spawn, it's an ICR. One time we go off spawn, it's an M8. Then it's a Man of War.
This is the exact
HVK.
map. This is the exact map we saw earlier today where they brought out the HVK in Europe.
Yeah.
This is the game mode that they used it in. I believe it was Millennium versus Epsilon. Jerd was using a sub. He was dropping the bags on some people on Epsilon. His rejack was in play. It was crazy to watch. Always entertaining to watch Europe and Australia. There's a look, though, at this Rise Nation team. They find themselves down 1-2 in this best of 5. Now is when they need to begin to clutch up because I'm sure some of the other teams that they're facing for one this is a rematch of UMG South Carolina. Rise obviously beat Luminosity there pretty handily. Now you're down 2-1. Okay. 2. The other relegation teams are like, Rise, please. Like, please beat them. Like, we need your help here.
Because all the other relegation teams, it seems like, are winning.
Yeah, it's like, tonight is going to be one of the nights that we kind of remember these matches, especially, well, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, I would love to know the score of TK FaZe that's going on right now.
Elliot, if you can tell us what's happening between TK and FaZe, I would love to know, because we are going into map 4, what could be the final map of the night here on the secondary stream. Oh, FaZe wins at 3-2.
Oh, so that one.
So TK lose both S&Ds, Matt.
That's tough.
That is not one that you can let happen if you're Team Caliber. I'm expecting more sad Pepe memes in my mentions now from Team Caliber.
Team Caliber can't get too down, though. I mean, they they take it to a game 5 against a very good FaZe team, but they have a tough match tomorrow against a TSM team that looked pretty good tonight. Yeah,
FaZe won 6-1 in
not too close.
In game 5, and actually TK lost the uplink 6-5.
Oh,
that's the one that's
tough.
Like going to haunt you, as you could have won all 3 respawns first phase, which I feel like is something that isn't happened too often. As John holds that pass with the Semtex there from Looney. Saints wins 2 gunfights middle map, and Saints can actually pull this flag within the first 20 seconds of gameplay. There it is. He'll run it right towards the opposing players that are in construction. He's going to have to go massive if he wants to convert this into a
looks like
score.
they're going to try and pull the flag and run it right towards him. So see how Saints like to play this.
This is actually best case scenario.
Well, 2 of his teammates pick up a kill, and now they just need to converge on this player in cages. And Saints going to try and get by him, and that is so unfortunate for Luminosity, because that's a cap.
Yeah.
It's 100% a cap if he's just waits a few more seconds. So Luminosity, though, shows good signs at the beginning, putting a lot of pressure on Rise Nation, but just not able to convert that first flag.
Remember how we were talking about Octane's ICR? Guess what he's got on at the moment? ICR takes down John, wins another fight middle map against Saints, and Rise have finally cleared out their base, which was one flag pull in the first 20 seconds is not fun, especially in a game mode like CTF. Octane wins a close range battle with the MR6. I mean, he's got to be smiling right now. Like, no stock, MR6 is still available. All the ARs are still up for him. He can use whatever he wants, whatever he feels most comfortable with. Talk about...
And the ICR got a little bit of a buff recently.
It did. There, though,
right?
it still loses to that M8 with the crispy one burst from John.
Yeah, the ICR gets a little bit of a boost that it's, range. Obviously, it's a little bit more effective at range, and then in stability, so it's not going to have as much recoil. You see Spacely throwing a smoke, just completely avoids using his own smoke. So he's going to just fly right over the top of it, but look at this. This could potentially be a flag, and you see John, though, going to get cut down from behind. But this is not good for Rise, because it's only like one person making these stops. Eventually, Luminosity is going to figure this out.
Yeah, there's just been someone hiding in a corner.
Yeah,
so
it's not been like great team defensive stands. It's been like one guy sneaking behind and killing the flag carrier.
Yeah, and Luminosity, they just need one time where they get 3-4 dead and can actually trade efficiently, where they can cap a flag. That's, I believe, the 4th or 3rd flag pull already this game. You can see 2 returns already, and one of them was the one that fell off the map. So 3 returns from Rise. There goes another flag pulled by Luminosity. This one's going right towards middle map.
They're gone.
Yeah, this is a cap.
No, this was bound to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, Rise was just giving them their base the entire time, and Luminosity just gets cut down 1 or 2 times. And, it's eventually going to come back to haunt Rise, which it does right there, and it's going to be Luminosity up a 1-0 the first half of CTF Breach.
So now, when you're within 2 kills like this of a Lightning and Hellstorm, how do you want to see Spacely play this one? Do you want to see him try to play corners in his base to get a couple kills to earn himself streaks here? He's going to elect to call on the HC and C2 players.
And obviously, he's going to have to pick up some kills to do so. But now 50 points off, you definitely play for it.
Okay.
He's going to turn around, not able to pick that player up because Saint's stealing all of his kills.
But
he's able to get an easy one there. Onto Octane, clears out his base. And now Spacely going to move up brick side, and he's got full streaks.
Outside of Luminosity being up like 3-0 already, I feel like you can't ask for a better start to this game 4 against Rise.
I think they probably should be up 2-0.
Okay.
I think you would like to see them up 2-0. You're going to see replays pull the flag, bring it over on Palace side. Spacely watching the overextension, loses the gunfight to Slack. So
that's
a big loss right there by Spacely, and you're going to see replays go on the outer side of this wall run. That is very dangerous. And
do you pop Kinetic here? No, he doesn't. He actually just dies.
I would have popped Kinetic probably.
Hellstorm comes in, gets 1. Final player up is the flag carrier, and Classic middle map. Classic kills Saints, gets that cut for his teammate.
That player sneaks by. Oh no,
he's trying to sneak by. Classic wins the engagement. Finally, he gets traded out, but the damage has been done. The flag is already out, and now we have our first stalemate of the game.
Replays did a great job wasting time over on Palace side, just running back and forth in the back of that wall run. So now all him and his teammates have to do is just kind of play some base defense here. So, yeah, it's fine. You're okay with that. I think his teammates just need to defend him well. You're seeing Looney attack this over on the right-hand side. Do they have any idea Looney's here? And he's going to get 1. He has Heat Wave as well. See, Replay's just running away.
Nope, that's a cap.
Yep. Yeah, not playing that well. It was Luminosity.
Oh my god, as Looney's going to actually pull another flag with only 15 seconds left. Not sure if he can get this there in time. Heat Wave's the player.
He's the flag guy. He's got a chance.
He's got to move quick. 8 seconds left. Looney, you got to go, my friend.
This is going to come right down to the wire, Jack.
Oh,
he's got it. I think he has it.
I don't know. The lightning strike gets called in.
Oh!
Kills him in the last second. And woof. Luminosity.
Spacely.
Nice job by Spacely. Talk about why playing for streaks earlier on can pay off, right, Matt?
Yeah, I mean,
that was a great view, too. Look at that top of that roof.
Great use of the lightning strike in a moment where they desperately needed it.
Yeah.
You would have liked it not to come down to that, but it's going to be a tie game here going into the second half.
Off the start, Kinetic Armor from Slack, Scythe from Octane. Still using that Man of War, and John pops out with that made of his own. Replays dies with the Scythe right away, though, Matt. That's actually key, as those lethal specialists really only get Maybe it can happen twice a game in CTF. The flag already pulled again by Saints. This is a replay of side one. They have the flag pulled in 20 seconds, but this time around though, Rise get crucial kills inside the opposing team's base. Saints is the only one alive. Do you run this back towards the opposing team's base? Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do.
He's actually going to get that one player.
No.
Oh, he doesn't finish him, and Saints just trying to get out,
Oh
bringing
my
him
God.
towards his teammates. And somehow
Oh.
Saints gets the top AC. He's going to drop, and this is going to be another cap for
Spacely
Rise
was a
Nation.
quarter second too
Spacely
late.
gets the flag. He's going to pop his camo. He's going to get one. He's going to have another player directly in front of him.
Gets caught sprinting.
Yep, not able to take that player out. And if this gets returned, John's actually in position to run this flag. And I think they actually know where John is, and they're actually not going to return the flag. And John's going to be able
He's
to
got a
pick
player
this
behind
up.
him though. Nope.
He's
This
gonna get
should
cut
be
down.
returned.
You think so?
No.
but the
Octane
flag
misses
gotta be
it.
kept alive.
He misses it. He literally missed the flag. Replays gets his cut off.
And this is just laziness by Rise Nation. They don't return the flag. There's no reason for them not to return the flag.
Octane literally missed it. Like he went to go jump for it and just fell
Right,
to
but
its
they
right.
had two other
Yeah,
players
yeah,
there before with more than enough
Wow.
time to return it. And
2-2.
it's going to be Luminosity tying it up. This
Saints
is
also knows
a
his player to his
sloppy
left.
game of CTF.
Yeah, Mr. X is not happy, guys. All right, step it up. No more sloppiness. This is going to be a four-man push from Rise Nation. First blood over to John. Saints is a player just behind him. There he gets the spot. There he gets the kill. 4v2 now. Looney still alive. Knows there's a player sitting up top. He gets cleaned up from behind. Slack, the last one alive from this push. He trades with 2 kills of his own, and the Rise Nation push continues.
Rise obviously attacking on the more preferred side of the two, where you want to attack over towards Broken, and you see Slack trying to,
Oh.
he stays on, he
Oh my
barely
God.
makes it. Oh, unbelievable route from Slack there, and you see Octane's able to get one with the scythe. He's going to get cut down, and they're actually not going to get a pull out of it, but a tremendous play right there by
Kinetic, too.
Slack, and you see Kinetic being popped by Spacely. He's able to stay alive through all of that. Classic needs to back up. He's the last one alive for Rise Nation. He's going to get cut down,
Look at replays.
and it's going to be Luminosity able to take some mid-map control, and you're going to see Replays needs to win one fight here.
Pulls his flag, gets it out right away. He's got lead blockers as well. Who's watching his top AC? No one's watching top AC. Looney's gonna get out. Thankfully, though, the teammate was there, bought literally a quarter second, which was enough time. Replays got across the map. Spacely, you need to go
Yeah,
huge for your team. He's in the
he's
back
gotta
of the
look at
map.
bottom
What a
Broken.
Semtex from Replays to kill one. Semtex back from Slack, though, to trade the kill on out. Spacely, watch over middle map. He sees him. It's gonna be a one-on-one. Slack gets Heatwave, pops Kinetic. No, he does die. The cap comes in. No, you haven't capped the flag. You never capped the flag.
Wait, what?
Saints never capped the flag. Saints never capped the flag. This is the worst CTF game ever.
Wait, hold on a sec.
Saints won the engagement. He thought he capped it, but he walked past the flag peg. That's the top
And then he ran onto Broken and
it
died.
fell- yeah,
and
it
now
fell
the
off the
flag
map.
going in the other direction.
And they're gonna cap it. Oh my God.
This is the worst.
Oh my God. Luminosity.
Slack has scored 3 flags. It's pretty impressive.
Luminosity, if you lose this game and this series, you've got no one to blame but yourselves.
Well, you're going to see Spacely pick up a kill in cages. He's going to have Classic here trying to challenge, and Classic's actually going to have to go on the chase. He should be able to finish this off, and he does. And
Oh my
some
God.
help from Octane, but
45
50
seconds
seconds left.
There's a very good This is going to a game 5.
This is going to a game 5. 100% this is going to a game 5. Both series tonight we actually thought would be 3 O's to potentially be going to a game 5. You're going to see the Scythe with Replays, and he's going to try and go down this right-hand side by Palace. He's going to get one. See, Saints in the kill feed picks up another.
Oh, dude.
But
if,
still,
if
this is-
basically won that gunfight in the base, that could have been crucial.
Yeah, and Octane is just murdering people here in bottom lab with the
That's
MR6.
it.
And Classic's going to finish off that last player.
Game 5. Game 5.
If Saints just touches the flag peg, this is over. It's over. I mean, he has the flag.
You guys didn't get to see it, but Mr. X just looked at me and just went, that's it. Like,
I mean-
Luminosity, if he touches the flag peg, he
That's it.
wins.
I mean,
and
essentially-
your eyes literally just read, like, how do you mess that up? How,
I don't know. We'll have to. I mean, Saints is a very good player. Would not expect him to make that kind of play.
yeah.
I would love to know what happened.
I wish we could just run the theater really quick and look at it, because That was the most ridiculous circumstance of all time.
I just don't understand it. Well, Rise able to win that. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of by default, but
Oh my god. I'm just
That's
giggling
unbelievable.
right now. That
Rise had to be confused. Like,
dude, he heat waves. He kills the guy who popped.
there was an
kinetic,
unbelievable play,
he
and then he just.
returns it and just goes like this.
The only thing I'm thinking is
And
that
misses.
the only thing I'm thinking is that we'd have to go back and watch it. I don't know if we've missed it, but if the player actually picked the flag up and went on to broken with it, that's the only thing that I think if we did miss something, and it's just us kind of making it up.
No, that was a
But
missed
I don't-
flag cap.
I don't know. I don't believe that. I have to believe that that
Can-
player.
do you give me permission to quickly go check in theater?
Hey, go check. I would love for you to check.
Okay, I'm doing it.
The only thing I'm thinking is that guy had the flag going over towards broken. That's it. The only thing I can think of.
Dude, because
And
Rise,
he didn't want him to get out.
Rise were scoring on that side. I'm telling you, man. Like that was
That's the only thing I can think of.
just
on the
a
side
miss.
of LG.
That was just a missed play. Waiting to see, is it going to pop up in here? It hasn't yet. Uh-oh. I want it to pop up in recent games.
He will.
It's still not there. My whole night is ruined.
Oh
All right, well, maybe it doesn't want us to go look at it.
no, probably not.
That's unfortunate. But either way, we're going to a game 5, whether we get to watch it or not.
Yeah. Check again.
I'm
See.
checking one final time. Yeah, not there. So we're just gonna get back into
Yeah,
the
it takes a
lobby.
little bit to get there, but that is. I would have to imagine that a player had the flag going the other way. That's why Saints made that play,
Yeah,
and we just missed it.
Yeah,
I
missed.
can't. I just don't think that.
let me quickly grab my paper here to make
Yep,
sure
make
we're
sure
all
everyone's
good.
on the right side. But we're going to Game 5, Luminosity versus Rise Nation. It'll be 100 search and destroy.
So round 1 will be Rise Nation on defense. Luminosity will be Black Ops for this one. And I mean, now you're looking at it, and I think I favor Luminosity here. Like,
Yeah, I mean that. They've looked really good in Search and Destroy. Rise Nation obviously has not been great in SND. Octane's very difficult to deal with on this map, especially with the sniper rifle behind the B site. But he was not shooting the best. Obviously, he was not out shooting replays or John earlier with the sniper rifle. So you figure it's a pretty good chance that Luminosity takes this.
this one is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Yet again, we just said it for last series, and here we find ourselves here. The final series of the night 2 is going on the primary stream, Elevate versus Envious. So who are our series winners so far today? CLG, Optic, FaZe, TSM.
Yep.
And now
And then these 2 matches. That's it.
either Elevate Envy or Luminosity Rise. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty
and
darn
Envy
good
playing again with Havoc tonight.
Really?
So still trying to figure things out.
All
With
right.
him and Aches and whatever's going to go on
So-
with that scenario. So
When's the last time you saw Aches with them in a Pro League match?
he didn't play at all last week, and then the first match of this week. So week
Week and a half? Oh,
7.
Okay.
Week 7 was the last time we saw Aches. Yeah.
So definitely putting a lot into that test. Obviously, Envy don't have to worry about relegation. They're
No,
more
they're
than
pretty good.
They're more than in a safe spot in these final few weeks. Just actually waiting for Small to get into the lobby. He's the one we're waiting for.
They can start off without Small.
Yeah, is that how that's gonna work?
Yeah.
I'm all for it. As I just want to see how this game gets underway.
Yeah, I just want them to start.
We saw a ton of snipes on Infection.
Yeah.
Hunted, as you mentioned, a map that can definitely happen on. Octane is a guy that solo holds B Cave for Rise Nation. Do
Does a
Luminosity
great
know
job.
that?
Does a great job doing it too.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Luminosity recognize that, though.
If you're gonna be able to break it, you're gonna have to just push out through that tiki hut into the waterfall and then up top.
All right.
So over the top of them. So I think it's the best way of doing it.
We had the countdown underway for a second. I got so excited, and then they realized that the League Ops isn't here. Got to make sure he gets into this lobby.
Oh, League Ops better hurry.
Yeah, he does. He does need to pick up the pace. As
Yeah.
everyone complained to him. Everyone said, and just every issue in your life is because of @small on Twitter.
Yeah. No, but it's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
Good guy.
I love that. I love that more than
Elevate actually up in the first moments of this hard point against Envy.
As you say that, Envy
Yeah.
took the
Envy actually takes the
It was like tied when you said that.
Yeah,
I
it was
look
tied.
over.
I was
I look over, and it was Elevate
actually, it's,
59.
Yeah, it's actually, well, Sento's got Didn't have full streaks. He actually didn't have a
Good.
Cerberus, but he had a Lightning and a Hellstorm.
Okay.
Good job, Sento.
Sento.
Um,
He's the guy for me on that team that's like,
You think Luminosity wins this game 5, by the way?
I feel like they do. I feel like this is their series, and I feel like TK have lost a massive game 5, and I feel like Luminosity could clutch up and win a massive game 5.
Well, it would be a big win for them. Does everyone ahead of TK win tonight, and everyone behind them? Everyone behind them except for DT wins as well.
TK and DT are the 2 big losers of today, I think.
Yeah.
In the overall scheme of things. Shiva Overkill, first 2 banned out for game 5. Octane going to get rid of High Caliber, so you could tell a little bit less of a sniper presence now. Rise Nation don't want to have to deal with that from both Replays and John. MR6 banned from Saints, no surprises there as Rise Nation love that.
Yeah, the
MR6
flag was out, but it was like dropped, and Saints went to go return it, and then I think just kind of everything happened.
Wow. That was absolutely nuts, that final play. Flashbang ban from Slack. Now off the table. Will they follow it up with Concussion as John gets rid of Overclock? Expect Classic to ban Concussion, and then potentially expect Replays to go with Rapid Fire. Yep, so it should be a Concussion ban here momentarily from Classic. Yep.
Nah.
Yep, no surprises there.
Nothing shocks. Nothing is going to be earth-changing in that one. Now we'll go into the specialist draft. You got Looney with Heatwave. Spacely elect to use.
Glitch?
I mean, he used Glitch on the first one.
It wasn't really the best glitch, but then he somehow won the round.
Yeah.
Pac-Man obviously with a big glitch here,
Glitch is pretty effective on this. You can, like, if you hit that waterfall with the out of Tiki Hut, and you go over onto that B site, you're able to use Glitch, go back.
Kill the bomb planter, glitch right back out.
Yeah. Well, it was Spacely. It's one of like the craziest clips I've seen. It was Spacely. It was Luminosity against Liquid in like a scrim on this map, and he actually had killed Burns and glitched back right on top of the bomb. So that's actually a pretty cool way to use it. Overdrive on John. Nothing for Overdrive on the side of Rise.
Okay, so again, some teams kind of electing to have that on the other side.
Yeah, they're going to go with Vision Pulse.
It doesn't surprise me at all. Vision Pulse is what Octane uses on this map. Yep. It's the staple that he will always
Well, if he wants to run Vision Pulse, I mean, and that kind of helps him lock down B alone, you're not going to say no.
It's a very... You could see he goes through like 3 lines of defense with that setup.
And he's not going to be the one that's going to be leading the charge using Overdrive. So, I mean, you can't fit it into the rest of your roster. You're going to have Heatwave, you're going to have Kinetic, and you're going to have Camo when it's in. So, they're not just able to fit Overdrive in their squad. You'll
see how Octane sets up there. It's like he gives himself like 3 or 4 lines of defense where it's like, okay, he EMP checks to know that they're there. If there's smokes tossed out, he's got his thermal ready to go. Like, that will be a way he can spot people. Vision Pulse if he needs to back up to spot the check of the site.
Yep.
It's a very, very, very
Overkill goes, so he'll
solo hold.
Only have what, an RK5 or an Elcar? I think the MR6 goes as well.
Yeah.
During the ban and protect. So you may see him not run the sniper on some rounds because obviously if LG is able to get in there, overwhelm him. Only having the RK5 or the Elcar, he's not going to last for long.
No, definitely not. It is not the same as that MR6 special. I believe we saw Tahor in the EU League last week at like a 7-piece with the MR6.
I know the players complain about Nagafen with the MR6. Like, they should go watch Tahor.
He's like a savage.
The Giants. That guy is like on another level. I don't understand. He's like almost single-handedly like brought them into like the playoff race. It's crazy over there in Europe. But gonna have a game 5 here. It's gonna be Luminosity, Rise Nation. Players editing their score streaks. You'll see the A bomb site. Not going to get much love. I'll get some love here during our map fly through.
Well,
players loading in. I think this is one that Luminosity definitely has a great chance to take. Obviously, they take the game 2 search and destroy. Rise Nation, their S&D struggles are kind of what holds them back at times, and see if it comes back to haunt them here.
Obviously, Rise, expect them to get into the top 6 like they already are, but you got to kind of wonder when you're going to turn around your search and destroy game. You can't go into Stage 1 finals weak in that game mode. Octane is electing to go with the thermal stock SVG. He's got his trophies on as well, and he's just going to hold this B site all day long. The MVP of this map for me. It's got that curtains thermal sight on. He's going to watch over.
Sight.
Yes, stage fright. I always call it curtains. I don't know why.
But you're not seeing any action over here towards B, so Luminosity probably has an idea of how Rise is going to play this. It's going to be spacely spotting one mid-map. Classic getting really close, and he just kind of belly flops back into the water. Don't know if that was exactly intended, but hey, he stayed alive during
it. Right below the window, slacked.
Got a player directly above him in Tiki Hut. He's going to be the one who's going to rotate over and try and help out Octane. Octane gets blasted in the face by John. It's going to be Luminosity getting that first blood.
Slacked is now going to begin to peek towards his top red hut area. He's got a player to his left. Slack gets one. Now going to be a 3v3. The bomb planted by Spacely. Replays gets taken out from middle map. John on the site. He's getting pushed by the likes of Slack at the moment. Slack just below him in the water with a VMP. He's got stock on as well. Looney in the back of the map. He's tagged up. Gets one kill. John left in the 1v2. Make it a 1v1. As Looney needs to get this kill. And he gets it. And he'll get the defuse and earn himself an HC. Looney. What a monster. Round 1. 3-0 start. He's already like 70% of the way to his heat wave as well. Wow.
Pretty good start there for Rise. Yeah. Looney able to take out 3.
Even with Octane dying first, typically that's where those rounds kind of
Well, typically when Octane, when he dies first, the other team just kind of steamrolls into the B site, and they're able to take it with ease. And right there, Rise with a good 3v4 retake.
You know, it was weird to see, too, with no tacticals they did that. They just kind of made it happen. 3-0 start from Looney. Going to watch him off the break of round 2. And finally, he decides that it's time for him to move after he switched up his classes. Obviously, no overkill, so he will not have a sniper ready to go in his back pocket. Someone flying right out through middle map. Does John see them? He does get a shot down. Not going to pick up a kill, and B-site is free. Slack will plant this bomb right away, and it really should be a 4v4.
So they're almost trying a little bit of what H2K did, which was just give up the site completely, which obviously didn't really work for them. And see how LG elects to attack this. You're going to have Spacely getting first blood on Octane. So Looney coming around mid-map, going to spot one, going to put a lot of shots in him, not able to finish him off. Going to turn around, he's going to get cut down by Saints. It's going to be Slack, the last one alive here, trying to get back into the B side, try and defend it, and he's going to drop. LG going to answer back in round number 2 with a win.
You knew the round was going to be tough when Looney weakened the player middle map and then didn't clean up the kill. Classic died right after. 1-1 as Slack couldn't clutch the 1v3. He was left in a very tough spot. Here's Replay's perspective as he brings Luminosity back into this game.
See what they elect to do on the offensive side of things. Obviously, getting that first pick against the likes of Octane over at B, that is huge. But how many times, Jack, are you going to be able to challenge him and win that? I don't think it's a gunfight you want to take too often.
Yeah, I want to see how if Octane changes anything up here. He's elected to not use the SVG. Is just going with his normal old M8. Remember, the Shiva was banned. Doesn't have that in his arsenal this game. And as I always mention, Octane is in charge of solo holding this B site, which teams have to know at this point. First blood again to the sniper of John.
John might be the better sniper out of John who replays. I mean, John, at least the series I saw against FaZe, he was on fire with it. He was great in our first S&D with it. You see Replays coming in, cleaning up that kill with the M8. And now you're going to see John move over with the SVG. Yep, he's got thermal stock. On it, going to be running with that L car, not going to go with the RK5. Sight going to be left wide open here. See Looney coming across here mid-map. There's a player directly underneath him in the water, and that player does not spot him. Looney behind enemy lines. I feel like he's in position to make a huge play here.
There's an HC.
And yeah, not able to connect. Has to focus on the HC. You see Saints and John.
Was it an L car?
Both picking up that final kills. This is a, yeah, that's actually a kill with an L car here.
Oh my God, John. I'm getting flashbacks to the old L car prior to its nerf.
Should leave overkill in if he's going to shoot like that. No, see
honestly.
Luminosity take round 3.
How close is John to streaks?
Don't want to say this is like a must-win for Rise, but with the way things went in the first S&D.
Looks like Rise are going to change
I
things
think
up.
their backs are against the wall a little
They're
bit.
going forward towards the A bridge. You've got replays watching from middle map. Players being tagged up all over the place. First blood to Luminosity again. This time it's Spacely getting it done. He's getting pinched from 2 different areas. He's buying time for... Oh my god! Whips bullets right into the opposing player. Can't get the kill though and gets taken down. Now a 2v2. So after some crazy shots below the truck there, he just decides...
This isn't a wild game. There's just a lot of stuff that just doesn't make much sense.
Yeah,
but
I don't know what to believe anymore. As Saints weakens one player, he'll have to back on up as he knows he can't afford to get killed. Still a 2v2. John is looking over with this SVG, and now they'll fly on out with the Elcar help as well. I know this flank might work out perfectly as you've got Saints pinching on up. He's going to get one player. Not yet. Goes for the reload. Sees a player in the back of the map, and there's the one burst from Octane. It's a 2v1. John last alive. He's picked up an AR, though, which can definitely help out. Now finds an RK5. There's someone just to the left of him in the window. Gets one.
and he backs out. He's kind of banking on this player not planting the bomb, yeah. Octane's scared that he was going to get challenged trying to get that bomb down.
I love this. I love this.
The use of
John is going to overdrive, and this timing should work out directly in his favor. Yes, it does. Folks, you wonder how you can use overdrive in a different way than just bursting off a round. It shows right there. John making the most of his specialist. One of my favorite plays I've seen so far tonight to put Luminosity up 3-1 over Rise Nation.
And we talk about how overdrive, you use it to make a push or whatnot, and look at this. Just gets him in a better position than where he was, and they're able to win the round because of it.
His thought process there was, Octane, if he ran through Red Room, he could go try to plant it at B with like 5 seconds left. It would have been very, very, very close.
He would have caught him coming into the back, though, with overdrive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With him using that, it cuts off the entire middle area. He knows he's got to be planning A, and he challenges it right away. Rise Nation continuing to struggle and search as there's another one-on-one engagement.
What do we have in terms of abilities of Rise Nation?
No vision pulse, no heat wave, no kinetic, no active camo.
No streaks either. So
HC, John gets one more kill, he gets a dart. You've got active camo, you've got glitch, and you're 3/4 of the way to heat wave.
Luminosity in a really good position to win this.
Yeah, absolutely. As you've got John feeling like there's got to be someone on this flank. He does see him in the water, whiffs the shot, and Classic just shreds him with the VMP.
Those shots from Classic are just on point. I mean, he takes John out in a second. Now you're going to see Spacely, Saints in replay start to push over towards the A site. Going to be replays leading the charge, going all the way around the back, which you would be opposed to a use of a camo this round. Just kind of sneak up close to this B site and take out one of these players.
Well, he's going to push through middle. Saints is there to help get the kill. Now a 3-on-3. 2 players still near B. Who's this on the site? He's playing this.
Well, I don't like the idea of pushing into B now.
Well, now they're gonna.
I think you got to ramp back to A.
Now Slacked is gonna get it. Oh, he might get the worst timing in the world if he goes to challenge this. One kill should come in. Slacked. He decided to push on out. It does appear so. He's got one there.
He doesn't see the guy on bomb.
Doesn't see him on bomb.
You should be able to get bombed down if you're LG. Yep, gonna get bombed down.
You can't ask for much more if you're Rise from Slacked as he's able to get one and get out. Now they know the player's in this right corner. Octane goes to challenge, gets the kill. Now a 1v2 replays last slide. He's got camo as well. Hasn't used it as of yet. Slide and check the bomb. They hear him pick up ammo, and he knows that as he just immediately darts away.
I think you hit this waterfall right here, and you pop camo.
20 seconds remaining. He's waiting for the perfect time. Oh, no.
No, it's not
he must have thought something was on.
That wasn't the perfect time.
Oh.
And now you're going to see Slack
defuse the bomb. HC and kinetic.
Yeah. He'll end up with both of those. So those could be ones that could turn the tides in Rise Nation's favor.
I thought that was a round that they could have actually won if you're like a 1v2 from Luminosity.
Yeah, I mean, the bomb's planted for him.
Yeah.
He's able to get a good look on it. Didn't have to push in there. Could have used camo and tried to sneak behind. But I guess you want to kind of save those abilities and whatnot. You really get put in a tough situation during this match. So
I don't blame him for not using it.
Yeah, we'll go on with Rise on the offensive side of things. And let's stay on with Slacked as he's going to be using kinetic. I imagine he's going to hit this waterfall, potentially pop his kinetic if he gets tagged up and try and win a gunfight. And he sees nobody there, so not going to pop the kinetic.
They'll plant this bomb right away. They've got trophies down on it as well. You've also got Looney who's spotting the player just near this bridge, so they at least know where one is. as Looney's gets shot at. And this is great for Rise. I mean, they know where John is. They know there's someone else on bridge. As I say that, though, Spacely does get aggressive. He cleans up 1 kill, 3v2 number advantage over to Luminosity. Octane in charge of watching their full flank. And oh my god, Classic's going to run into 2 players here. He should be easily traded. And H gets called in and blown up right in his face. Oh god, Octane's last alive. But both players body stack. He gets 1 and he gets out with his life. And now this is that awkward timing where if he checks the bomb once and gets this kill, he wins his team the round. No, but they're just going to defuse it. GG.
He's taking a long time. Well, Octane maybe have a shot at this player. Nope. Player's laying down.
Do you agree with that long
If you would have went through Waterfall,
yeah,
you might have had a chance.
That's one where you just need to hope that the timing works well enough. Because look where Spacey is, right? He's obviously in a great spot to stop it, but for some reason maybe Spacely's eyes are lingering to the wrong area. Octane just hits it and gets 1 burst. Maybe, because then there's no time for Spacely to defuse. Either way, though, 4-2. Luminosity, I'm getting very prominent flashbacks back to that game 2 where Luminosity just really pulled away after.
Yeah, it started to get close, and
yeah,
then it just kind of spiraled out of control. Now, see, maybe this is a round. Well, it doesn't seem like with this loadout he's going to be doing it, but I thought this could have been one where they could have, hit that Tiki hut and gone on that wall run and utilize your glitch.
Yeah, they haven't as of yet.
And you're not going to do it with an AR.
Yeah, who's this in the water? It's Classic. Should be able to get the kill on the John. Oh, John, but John recognizes it, man. John knows he's here. He sees him. He knows he's here.
Rise sent a guy here every round.
Yeah, John.
I mean, the one time we went on with Looney, he was there. So Classic's going to get picked here at the beginning. It's going to give
glitch.
Rise that man.
Oh! Spacely baits himself out. Glitches back. John hits him with the snipe.
Fantastic
sick.
Use of glitch.
So sick. Spacely gets 1. Or Slack gets 1.
He has kinetic. Does he just hop out of here and challenge bomb?
I mean, I feel like you have to.
Well, I mean, now in a 3v1, you actually probably save it. You're not going to win this round.
Wow. So Rise are about to go down 5-2. I mean, didn't game 2 beat? What wasn't game 2 2-2, and then Rise lost 4 in a row? I think that's what happened.
I believe so.
And now it's looking like something very similar. He's going to peek. Got 1 player watching over. This is not going to happen. It's John. Look at the confidence.
Tagged up by his team. It's an okay.
Oh,
well, there you go.
Hey, God save
they will put it away.
Imagine if John's trying to get too fleeky there with the sniper, and he pops kinetic, and then these guys just all lose.
It's just all stacked up.
Oh my god. Oh, he got weakened.
he took a few shots. He has an M8. He might actually.
Oh, that would have been ridiculous. 5-2 though.
Oh.
Luminosity 1 round away from getting the big Game 5 win versus Rise Nation.
This be a huge win for this Luminosity team. Can't stress it enough. With their place in the standings, it's close to a must-win. Obviously, they have one of the easier strengths of schedule going forward out of the bottom teams. So to win a game against a team that, obviously when we did the strength of schedule, we didn't predict you to beat would be huge. And you're going to see Looney.
They both have HCs out right now.
Attacking this far left side. He actually gets peeked by Spacely. Spacely lives through that. The HC basically on top of him.
Oh, this is done.
John gets a snipe.
Pack it in, folks.
And we have Octane and Slacked, the last 2 alive here. They need to just get a pick somewhere, whether it's over here on the mid-map or over at A.
Kinetic versus camo.
You're seeing kinetic versus camo. So, well, Slacked has to use that to be able to pick up 1 at least. And now they have Vision Pulse, so they have some utility to work with here, yeah.
John, though, is in the water. Going to wind up slowly peeking up. He's got to make sure he goes to the surface soon or else he's going to start drowning. He knows that too. Goes up, gets a breath. Vision Pulse is popped. They know exactly where he's at. Gets 1 kill on the Slacked. Octane in the 1v2 for Rise's hopes to stay alive in this series. He's just playing right below the bridge. Player to his left. 1 bursts him. Peeks back out, sees him, but gets taken down by Saints. And Luminosity will win the game. They win both S&Ds with, I believe, a round count of 6-2. Luminosity, man, they do it. They win it. And they get that big series victory.
You will look back, I think,
on tonight,
on this win for Luminosity in kind of, I don't want to say this is where they saved their season, but
this is where they saved their season.
This is where they saved their season. Yeah. I didn't want to use those words, but yeah, no, this is exactly what you would look back on and say, this is where these guys came together. They put together a complete performance out of everybody. They beat a team that we probably didn't think they were supposed to beat. Did a pretty nice fashion, winning the Search and Destroys. You see how it affects the standings. H2K has some really tough games left. TSM as well. So this win is more meaningful than what it seems, right? Luminosity still in that 9th place spot. It buys them some space between them, obviously, CLG and Team Caliber, and it gets them closer to TSM H2K. Because I believe TSM has a tough match tomorrow, right? I believe they play... actually, I believe TSM plays Team Caliber.
Yeah, wasn't that what we were discussing earlier?
Yes. TSM plays TK. Who does Luminosity play tomorrow by any chance?
CLG.
So that's a huge match because obviously CLG wins it, then they're tied. Luminosity should be able to handle CLG.
And H2K plays Optic.
Right, so that could take Luminosity
Out
all
of
the way up
relegation.
into 7th.
Yeah.
Potentially. Like 7th, 8th.
Yep.
So this is a huge win for Luminosity. Can't stress that enough.
Well, and even if worse comes to worse, right? Even if Luminosity win and TSM lose tomorrow, then because of their map count, like their map win percentage, they'll be ahead. So TSM, even if they have the same record, TSM will drop into relegation. What a crazy day it's been between both streams. I had a blast. 2 Game 5s over here. When I thought, starting off today, I thought these could both very well be 3-0s.
We got some treats today. Yeah, some really good matches.
Luminosity, you get the win you need. Unfortunate night for Team Caliber as they weren't able to clutch up the Game 5 versus FaZe. Guys, Elevate versus Envy still going on the primary stream. They're in Game 2 right now. Go watch that one. We'll see you all tomorrow.